This is the fifth video of the Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act related to diploma in pharmacy, pharmaceutical jurisprudence, and we are going to discuss the topics related to our syllabus. Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act. An act to provide for the levy and collection of duties of excise and medicinal and toilet preparation containing alcohol, narcotic drug or narcotics. The first one is short title, extent and commencement. This act may be called the Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Excise Duty Act 1955. It extends to the whole of India. It shall come into force on such date too as the central government may by notification in the official gazette appointment. Definitions. Definitions in this act, unless the context otherwise requires, alcohol means ethyl alcohol of any strength and purity having the chemical composition of C2H5OH. The next one is coca derivative means crude cocaine, that is any extract of coca leaf which can be used directly or indirectly for the manufacture of cocaine. Ecogenine, and that is levoigonine having the chemical formula C9H15NO3H2O, and all the derivatives of levoigonine from which it can be recovered. And third one is cocaine, that is methyl benzoyl levoigonine having the chemical formula C17H21NO4, and this its salt. Coca leaf means the leaf, young twig of any coca plant, that is of the erythroxylone coca and the erythroxylone novograntinase, and their varieties of any other species of this genus which the central government may be notification in the official gazette declare to be coca plant for the purpose of this act. And fifth one is any mixture thereof with or without neutral materials. Collecting government means the central government, as the case may be the state government, which is entitled to collect the duties levied under this act. So these all are the definitions. The next one with derivative of opium means medicinal opium, that is opium which has undergone the processes necessary to adapt it for medicinal use. Prepared opium, that is any product of opium obtained by the series of operations designed to transform opium into an extract suitable for smoking and the dross or other residue remaining after opium is smoked. Third one, the morphine, that is the principal alkaloid of opium, having the chemical formula C17 H19NO3 and its salt and its derivatives. So what are the dutiable goods? According to the definition, the dutiable goods means the medicinal and toilet preparations specified in the schedule as being subject to the duties of excise levied under this act. Next one, who is the excise officer? The definition of officer is means an officer of the excise department of any state and include any person empowered by the collecting government to exercise all or any of the powers of an excise officer. So these are the some definitions. So the next one is Indian hemp. The leaves and small stalks and flowering or fruiting tops of the Indian hemp plant, cannabis sativa, including all forms known as bhang, siddhi or ganja. The next one is charas, that is the resin obtained from the Indian hemp plant, which has not been submitted to any manipulation other than those necessary for packing and transport. Any mixture with or without neutral materials of any of the above forms of Indian hemp or any drink prepared therefrom, and any extract or tincture of any of the above forms of Indian hemp. What is the definition of manufacture? Manufacture include any process incidental or ancillary to the completion of the manufacture of any dutiable goods. What is the definition of medicinal preparations? Include all drugs which are a remedy or prescription prepared for internal or external use of a human being or animal, and all substances instead to be used for or in the treatment, mitigation or prevention of disease in human beings or animals, that are called medicinal preparations. What is a narcotic drug or narcotic? A substance which is coca leaf or coca derivative or opium or derivative of opium or Indian hemp, and shall include any other substance capable of causing or producing in human being dependence, tolerance and withdrawal syndromes, and which the central government may by notification in the official gazette declare to be a narcotic drug or narcotic. So what is the definition of opium? The capsules of the poppy, Papaver somniferum, whether in their original form or cut, crushed or powdered, and whether or not juice has been extracted therefrom, the spontaneously coagulated juice of the such capsules which has not been submitted to any manipulations other than those necessary for packing and transport, and any mixture with or without neutral materials of any of the above form of opium and includes any derivative of opium. What is the definition of prescribed? Prescribed means by rules made under this act. What are the toilet preparation? Here is the definition: any preparation which is intended for use in the toilet of the human body or in the perfuming apparel of any description or any substance intended to cleanse, improve or alter the complexion, skin, hair or teeth, and includes deodorant and perfumes. These are all preparations came under the toilet preparation. Levy and collection of duties. Duties of excise to be levied and collected on certain goods. There shall be levied duties of excise at the rate specified in the schedule on all dutiable goods manufactured in India. The duties aforesaid shall be levied where the dutiable goods are manufactured in bond in the state in which such goods are released from a bonded warehouse for home consumption, whether such state is the state of manufacture or not. Where the dutiable goods are not manufactured in bond in the state in which such goods are manufactured. So these are some regulations for the duties of excise to be levied and collected on certain goods. Some goods are levied and some goods are not levied by the government of India and the state government. Subject of any other provision contained in this act, the duties aforesaid shall be collected in such manner as may be prescribed. Explanation: dutiable goods are said to be manufactured in bond within the meaning of this section if they are allowed to be manufactured without payment of any duty of excise leviable under any law for the time begin in force in respect of alcohol, narcotic or narcotic drug or narcotics, which is to be used as an ingredient in the manufacture of such goods, rebate of duty on alcohol supplied for manufacture of dutiable goods. For use an ingredient of such goods by or under the authority of the collecting government and a duty of excise on the goods so supplied had already been recovered by such government under any law for the time being in force, the collecting government shall on an application being made to it in its this behalf grant in its respect of the duties of excise leviable under this act a rebate to such manufacturer of the excess if any of the duty of so recovered over the duty levied under the Under this act, recovery of sum due to government. Recovery of sums due to government in respect of the duty of excise and any other sums of any kind payable to the collecting government under any of the provision of this act or of the rule made thereunder, the excise officer empowered by the said rule to levy such duty or require the payment of such sums may deduct the amount so payable from any money owing to the person from whom such sums may be recoverable or due, which may be in his hand or under his disposal or control of, or may recover the amount by attachment and sale of dutiable goods belonging to such person, and if the amount payable is not so recovered, he may prepare a certificate signed by him specifying amount due to from the person liable to pay the sum and send it to the collector of the district in which some person resides or conduct his business, and the said collector on receipt said collector on receipt of such certificate shall proceed the recover from the said person the amount specified therein in the same manner as an area of land or revenue. The next one is certain operations to be subject to license. The central government may by notification in the official gazette provide that from such date as may be specified in the notification, no person shall engage in the production or manufacture of any dutiable good on or of any specified component part of the ingredients of such goods or of specified containers of goods or of label of such containers except under the authority and in accordance with the terms and condition of a license granted under the act. Every license under subsection 1 shall be granted for such area, if any, for such period, subject to such restrictions and conditions and in such forms and containing such particular as may be prescribed. Next one is offences and penalties. Offences and penalties: if any person contravenes any of the provision of a notification issued under the section 6 or evades the payment of any duty of excise payable under this act, fails to supply any information which is required by rules made under this act to supply, or unless with a reasonable belief, the burden of the proving which shall be upon him that the information supplied by him is true, supplies false information, or attempts to commit or abet the commission of any offence mentioned in clause A or clause B, he shall for every such offence be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may be extended to 6 months, or with fine which may extend to 2000, or with both. So these offences I am going to highlight. These are the highlighted, which are the penalties. You can see on your screen. So these are some offences and these are some penalties which I am going to highlight. By highlighting this, you can easily understand what are the penalties. So the highlighted one is seen by everyone. He shall of every such offences be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months, or with fine which may extend to 2000 rupees, or with both. So the next slide is going on. Power of courts to order forfeit. Power of courts to order forfeiture. Any court trying any offence under the section 7 may order the forfeiture to the collecting government of any dutiable goods in respect of which the court is satisfied and the offence under this act has been committed, and may also order the forfeiture of any alcohol, drugs, or materials by means of which the offence has been committed, and of any respectable packages or covering in which any goods or articles are contained, and the animal, vehicles, vessels, or other convenience used in the carrying goods or articles, and any implements of machinery used in the manufacture of goods. These are some powers of court to order forfeiture. So the next one is power and duties of officer and landholders. Power to arrest. The first power of the officer is to arresting any person who is found foul or misconduct. Any excise officer duly empowered by rules made in this behalf may arrest any person whom he has reason to believe to be liable or to punishment under this act. Any person accused or reasonably suspected of committing any offence under this act or any rules made thereunder who, on demand of any excise officer duly empowered by rules made under this act, refuses to give his name and residence, or who give a name or residence which such officer has reason to believe to be false, may be arrested by such officer in order that his name and residence may be ascertained. The next one is power to summon persons to give evidence and produce documents in inquiries under this act. The power to summon persons to give evidence and produce documents, inquiries under this act, any excise officer duly empowered by rules made in this behalf shall have power to summon any person whose attendance he considers necessary either to give evidence or to produce a document or any other thing in any inquiry which such officer is making for any of the purpose of this act. Next one is a summon to produce documents or other things under subsection 1 may be for the production of certain specified documents or things or for the production of all documents or things of a certain description in the possession or under the control of a person concerned. All persons so summoned bound to attend shall be bound to attend there in person or by an authorized agent as such officers may direct, and all persons so summoned shall be bound to state the truth on any subject respecting which he is examined or make statement and produce such documents and other thing as may be required, provided the exemptions under section 132 and under section 133 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 5 to 1908 shall apply to requisition for attendance under this section. Every such inquiries as aforesaid shall be deemed to be a judicial proceeding with the meaning of section 193 and section 228 of the Indian Penal Code. Next one is officers required to assist excise officer. Officer required to assist excise officer. All officers of customs and central excise, such other officers of the central government as may be specified in this behalf, and all police officers and all officers engaged in the collection of land revenue and hereby empowered and required to assist excise officers in the execution of this act. Next one is owner or occupies of land to report manufacture or contraband dutiable goods. Owners of occupiers of land to report manufacture of contraband dutiable goods. Every owner or occupier of the land and the agent of any such owner or occupier in charge of the management of that land, if dutiable goods are manufactured there in contravention of the provision of this act or the rules made under thereunder, shall in the absence of reasonable excuse be bound to give notice of such manufacture to a magistrate or to an officer of the excise, custom, police and land revenue department immediately the fact comes to in his notice. Owners or occupiers of the land to report manufacture of contraband dutiable. Owners of occupiers of land report manufacture of contraband dutiable goods. Every owner or occupier of land and the agent of any such owner or occupier in charge the management of the land if dutiable goods are manufactured thereon in contravention of the provision of this act, rules made shall in the absence of reasonable excuse be bound to give notice of such manufacture to a magistrate or to an officer of the excise, custom, police or land revenue department immediately the fact come to in his notice. Punishment of the convenience of an at any offences. Punishment of convenience of any offences. Any owner or occupier of land or any agent of such owner or occupier in charge in the management who willfully connives at any offence against the provisions of this act or any rules made and thereunder shall every such offence be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may be extended to 6 months or with fine punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months or with fine which may extend to 500 rupees or both. Here I am going to highlight the punishments. Here the highlighted one are the punishments which must be given when you are found victim. The first one is the 6 month or with fine and extend to 500 rupees or with both. Searches and arrested how to be made. Searched and arrested how to be made. All arrests and searches made under this act or under any rule made thereunder shall be carried out in accordance with the provision of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1898, 5 to 1898, relating respectively to research and arrest under the code. So the next one is disposal of the person arrested. Every person arrested under this act shall be forwarded without delay to the nearest excise officer empowered to send person so arrested to a magistrate, or if there is no such excise officer within a reasonable distance, to the officer in charge of the nearest police station. The officer in charge of a police station to whom any person is forwarded under subsection 1 shall either admit him to bail to appear before a magistrate having jurisdiction, or in default of bail forward him without delay in custody to such magistrate. This is the disposal of a person arrested. And the next one is inquiry how to be made by excise officer against arrest person forwarded to them. When any person is forwarded under section 15 to an excise officer empowered to send person so arrested to a magistrate, the excise officer shall proceed to inquire into the charge against him. For the purpose of subsection 1, the excise officer may exercise the same powers and shall be subject to the same provision as the officer in charge of the police station may exercise, and it subject to under the Code of Criminal Procedure 1898, 5 of 1898, which when investigating a cognizable offence or cognizable case. So the next one is provided if the excise officer is of opinion that there is sufficient evidence or reasonable ground of suspicion against the accused person, he shall either admit him to bail to appear before a magistrate having jurisdiction in the case, or forward him in the custody without delay to such magistrate. if it is appear to excise officer that there is not sufficient evidence or reasonable ground of suspicion against the accused person, he shall release the accused person on his executing a bond with or without sureties as the excise officer may direct, to appear if and when so required before it the magistrate having jurisdiction, and shall make a full report of all the particulars of the case to the official superior. So this is the next slide. All officers exercising any powers under section 15 or this section shall to exercise their powers as to ensure that every person who is arrested and detained in custody is produced before the nearest magistrate within a period of 24 hours of such arrest, excluding the time necessary for the journey from the place of arrest to the court of magistrate. So I am going to repeat this sentence. All officers exercising any powers under section 15 or this section shall so exercise their powers as to ensure that every person who is arrested and detained in custody is produced before the nearest magistrate within a period of 24 hours of such arrest, excluding the time necessary for the journey from the place of arrest to the court of the magistrate. Next slide is vexatious search, seizure, etc. by excise officer. Power under this act or under the rules made under thereunder who, without reasonable ground of suspicion, search or causes to be searched any place, convenience or vessels, any officer exercising or vexilliously unnecessarily detains, search or arrest any person, commits such an officer any other act to the injury of any person willfully made malicious, giving false information